I got access to NBA 2K25 early. I was able to record a lot of footage for you guys. I'm going to go over the new Learn 2K, as well as the 3 new mechanics that were added to the game, which would be the rhythm shooting. We do have the new go-to shots, as well as the new cutoff defense mechanic, which I feel is going to be the most utilized. I feel like it's super underrated. I think it can be a complete game changer on the defensive end. I'll talk about those 3. We'll talk about dribbling, a little bit. If you guys would like to see more dribbling from different players, you can check out my last video. But I was using players like Kyrie Irving, Anthony Edwards, all kinds of different players. I feel animation wise will be very fun to use. But here, the main thing I want to teach you is about these 3 mechanics. And we will talk about, the shot meter, some of the basic things that are a little bit different. If you try to come into this game playing like you did last year, you'll be fine. I'm sure a lot of you guys have played 2K for a long time, but keep in mind there are some different inputs, for certain things. Anyone that's hopping on the internet and just saying the game looks the same or it feels the same is flat out lying, bro. Like, I've played so many 2Ks, dating back like 10 plus years. And, I'll be honest, like, this game is nowhere near the same. Like, it feels completely different. Anyone that's saying that stuff, just get on the internet just to hate. Do me a favor, please drop a like and subscribe if you're not familiar with my content. First thing, right, we have the new Learn 2K, which is, similar to 2KU. And I feel like this year, a lot of you guys got to put your pride aside. I know nobody wants to play a tutorial. You guys have been playing 2K for a long time. I get it. You know how to play the game. But I feel like it does not hurt to, hop into Learn 2K. Like, hop jumpers are a little bit different this year. Let's hop right into it. As far as the dribbling goes, I usually make small forwards. I make forwards, I make bigs. So, if you're looking for forwards this year or bigs, drop a sub. I'm going to have plenty of those this year. One thing I did notice is you can cancel out of almost every single move in this game. So you can literally cancel out of things now. You can have so many different kinds of combos. Like, that's why I said the skill ceiling is going to be really high, just because of so many things that you can put together. I know I played the game early, but I don't know every single animation in the game. I don't know the meta. It's TBD, but having the ability to cancel out of all these things, we have our go-to shots now, which you can cancel out of those as well. Yeah, here I'm kind of just shooting around with my guy Kawhi Leonard. If you want to stick around to the end, I'll talk about like the meter and stuff. I can get this point across now. Is the shot feedback. There's no more number percentages. You don't get numbers. It's just gonna be like you're covered, like it was tight, open. Like, it's a little bit more vague. You're not gonna get numbers anymore. Enough yapping from me, right? Let's get into it. First things first, we have the brand new rhythm shooting. And the rhythm shooting is a new feature. You're pretty much just matching, the jump shot with your stick. Like, you'll hold it down and go up as they, are coming up to their set point. And then you release, obviously, when they release. So you're kind of just matching their motion with your joystick. There's 2 separate parts, right? You have to match the tempo of the shot and the timing. So, it's a little difficult, I think most people, who just play the game for a long time are probably just going to use no meter and square once again. But the one thing I feel like this may give you an advantage in is you're going to be able to chain like all these combos together. And, you're going to be able to go straight into a hop jumper, backwards, straight into a jump shot. Like, you're not going to have to use any buttons. You can literally do everything with like your joystick. I feel like that might be the main thing that it's helpful for. But no, my honest opinion on this, is this going to be like the meta? No, I feel like this is just a fun thing you can try out. Maybe it'll work for you, maybe it won't. It's a little similar to like the stick shooting as we've had before, just a little bit of a different mechanic. If you don't use a meter, I expect, most people to use the same thing as they always did, which is completely fine. Just wanted to explain that to you guys because, I know a lot of people saw the trailer and probably didn't know what it meant. And now we have the brand new go-to shot. You can do some of these signature shots, such as the Harden step back, the Lucas step back. We have the Tatum side step, which you're going to be seeing. You can literally just do these combos by holding your stick straight up. Of course, you have to time it, right? And like I said, you can cancel out of these. If you're a big play now guy, you just love the realism, you guys are really going to love this feature. And it's very similar to, we had the addition of the aggressive and regular breakdowns, as you guys know, which, you flick up in the stick, you flick up holding the triggers, and you'll do like a little combo. It's pretty similar, it's just that in the jump shot form. But it's really nice, man. Like, they really have the shots on point this year. Jason Tatum, the cover athlete himself, like, it just looks so spot on. But here's another thing with these, it's not just one go-to shot, right? There's going to be different ones depending on like where you are in the courts, whether you're in triple threat, whether you have the ball in your right hand or your left hand, If you guys watch the 2K trailer and you see Steph do that little behind the back thing or whatever, and he like flips it up, you know, that's in his bag. I was unable to trigger that animation because I had no idea how to do it. Like, the creativity this year is going to be off the ceiling. Over 9,000 pro play animations that were added this year. I think 1,100 of these signature shots. So like, I'm not going to talk too much about that. You know, you guys will get your hands on that very soon. And now we have our new cut-off step, which is a defensive mechanic. You guys see in the trailer, you see Wemby cutting off Steph. He kind of swipes him, you know, gets a little bumpy. Pretty much what you can do, right? It's very easy. You get into your defensive stance, you know, holding L2. I know most people do that anyways. And then you just kind of flick your stick in which way you want to go. You guys can see me doing it here. I was kind of confused at first. I wasn't sure if I was doing it right, but it's more simple than you think. I feel like this is going to be really nice for playing against people that are very predictable. You know, like with the Jamal Murray behind the back, bro, if you were doing this, you'd be getting crazy steals. Like, you would be locking people up, especially if you're good on defense, you know how to read things. This is also one of those things, I feel like if you gamble maybe too hard, you gamble the wrong way, you could get punished for it. If you're good on defense, you got to make predictions. I think this feature can go a long way. I think people are definitely sleeping on this. You know, you can definitely force yourself into some bumps, some steals, some turnovers. You guys can see all the different training I was kind of just looking through here. So in case there is a thing you guys, you know, forget how to do, you don't know how to do anymore, like the Euro steps. I know it was a little complicated last year, but now you just have to kind of just move your stick over a little bit. Because I was trying to figure this out and I couldn't do Euro step anymore. So I went to 2KU and I learned how to do it. Tomorrow I'll be able to post my court content with the different builds I was making, or like I said, if you just want to see some raw playing out footage, I got that for you guys. You know, make sure you show everybody some love. Everyone's working really hard. You know, I know everyone's gonna be looking up the best builds and things like that, and if you're looking for other content, you know, my league, you know, just stay tuned. Everything will be released soon enough. I hope you guys are ready, man. Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for tapping in. Like I said, if you want to see me mess around with some NBA superstars and their, you know, signature moves, I do have my last video on my YouTube, which I uploaded earlier today. Thank you guys for tapping in. My name is Defcon. Please drop a like, subscribe, notifications on, stay tuned, you know, stay active on social media if you want to see some things. See you guys soon. These things shouldn't have like a super large impact on your gameplay, but they are brand new, so it's good to know just ahead of time. Here we do have brand new shot timing profiles, right? You guys can see, so we have the difficulty based one, which was just the default. I feel like this might just be normal. And then you kind of have these low risk reward, normal risk, high risk. Pretty much those, like high risk, if you're really good at timing your shot right, you know, you're gonna be able to hit most of your shots. But the more you mistime your shots, you know, with high risk, like you're gonna be shooting like just straight bricks. There's gonna be like no grace for you there if you mistime your shot. But I think at the end of the day, you know, you just want to use the difficulty based one. You know, that's what everyone's used to. I think it's the base. You have that there. We have the HUD here. I pulled up the HUD, which I know it's not really a meter anymore. You know, we don't have meters. We just have a graphic or an animation. And the current one is the arrow. I believe this will be the default. You're just timing your shot until the animation ends. Right, there's no more meter. It's now an animation. The ring one looks pretty decent. I feel like it looked pretty easy to time there. You know, I know most people don't use the meter, but for all my meter people out there, you have to find an animation that you like to time, and of course you can change your color. I just wanted to go over that really quickly. But yeah, man, once again, I got to get back to grinding. I got to finish editing these beautiful builds for you guys so you guys can see all the new badges, takeovers and stuff. And have a great day, have a great night, whatever time it is for you, and I will be back.